Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I want to show you how I do my eyeliner because I do it with an eyeshadow. And one of the first things I do is when I'm placing the eyeshadow color that I'm going to put in this area, I trail it down, and this is the eyeshadow brush from Seint, the smaller end, I just color that in. Okay, so it's not a distinct line, it's really kind of smoked out. And then this is my favorite brush. This is the Etch Brush from Seint. It's completely flat and square on one end, and then the other end is kind of curved at the corners, but it's still flat. And that allows you to get that precise line on how to really get it in there. So I'm going to use, this color is called Night Spell. It's from Morphe. And I'm going to take the fat, larger end, and I'm just tapping it in the product. Of course, you want to tap it off so you don't have it all underneath. I'm going to start from the eyelash on the outer corner, and I'm just tapping a line. Okay, it's really important that you tap your brush, otherwise you're going to have it trailing down underneath. Do the other side. And if you like a more sharp line, you can just leave it as a line like it is, or you can turn it over and blend it out a little bit. It's up to you. Now, the tail end of my eyebrow is here. And see this line where the bone actually my brow bone stops? I want to pull that line up. I'm going to make that line come like this. Let me just clean that one up a little bit. Okay. Same end, the larger end, tapping into the same color, okay, clean it off. Because it's flat, this is why I like it. You take that that brush, and you're just going to tap a line up. And it's going to go farther than your eye. And there's a purpose for that. Because your eye is round, you don't want to follow an eyeliner that's round. You want to bring your eyes up and out. I always say, think of a Disney princess. Their eyes are always really almond and they're up and out. So the reason why it's important to know where is that brow bone and where's the tail of your eyebrow is because you need to follow that line, okay? I'm not going any higher than the brow bone itself. I've just placed a line, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I know that my eyes are not set the same, so I kind of have to cheat the lines a little bit. Now put a little bit more on your brush, and you're going to actually blend it down into the eyelash area. Okay, so this one I'm just really placing the color. I'm not being super precise, but I don't want it to go much higher than the lash line area. And I'm only coming about middle area of the eye. I don't usually bring my color all the way in. If you do, you're going to want to make that line a lot thinner, which I would probably suggest using a liquid liner versus a powder because it's going to be thicker. And so the reason why I like to line with the powder is it's just automatically softer. Because I wear lashes, I don't have to get everything super precise because it's going to be background to where the lashes are. Okay, can you see the line now? Okay, so we're starting to build that shadow. And then I'm going to finish it with a liquid liner to kind of outline. Think about when you used to color. You would color all the inside, and then you'd take a color and you would line it out and it would look more sharp. Okay, so let's say you used an eyeshadow on the outer corner that's darker. You're going to want to make sure whatever you're lining with is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if you did it maybe in a plum color, then you'd want to outline in maybe more of a brown, something that's a little more contrasting. Otherwise, you're not going to really see that line unless you just do it with a liner. So this is MAC 24 Hour. It has a really nice felt tip. And I've been using this liner for a long time. I like it. So I'm going to start in the middle where I can kind of just feel it right on my lash line. And I'm going to draw the line out, okay? And this is where I can take it a little farther in just to kind of match that. And then right at the corner, I'm going to pull it up just so those lines meet. Otherwise, your eye's not going to go like this. It's going to be this end and then that end. It's just not going to flow, if that makes sense. Liner, you kind of have to you just have to practice, get the hang of it. And because usually when you do your other eye, your hand placement is different, and it just takes some practice, I promise. So now I'm left-handed, so now I got to do it backwards. I know that when you're putting this wing out, you may be thinking, oh, it's too far. But if you wear mascara, then kind of gauge it. Is it going to go way past my lash line area? Or if you're going to wear lashes, then you want to also gauge it too, like what's in proportion to the lashes that I use. So I have the liner on. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then let's do some lashes, and I'll show you how it all works together. This is my new eyelash mascara that I'm using. It's from Clinique. See how tiny that brush is? It's for your lower lashes only. And I like it because I can maneuver the brush around without it. If it's too long, it could touch my cheekbone. I just find the bigger wands kind of get in the way. But more importantly, what I like about this mascara is it doesn't leave throughout the day little track marks. You know, like those little raccoon kind of track marks. I don't get that. And that was really what I was looking for. So I'm just going to do my lower lashes first. The reason why I'm doing the lowers is because that liner, I'm still letting it dry. So if I wanted to use an eyelash curler, I don't want to take off that liner. I want it to dry. Okay, I did this eyelash area with Lilac Street, and they come like this. Okay, you can order them online, and the shape that I'm using, the style is called Nova, and it's an 18 millimeter. Okay, so you see why it's important to pull that line out, because you're gauging, you're pulling all that eye this way. If I had pulled the lash liner around, the lashes would have gone on the outside and it wouldn't have matched. Okay, so what I did was I just went in and put mascara on the top lashes, only because I want those lashes to sit on something. And in the inner area here, I want more mascara because I'm not going to put a lash over there. So what happens when you put these lashes on? They look like a cluster like that. And then I don't use their glue because their glue is for more of a permanent look, like a 10-day kind of a thing. I just use the Duo glue. You can get it at Ulta. And then I just pull them off every night, and they don't take my lashes with them. Okay, so I'm just placing it right on top of that lash line. And the reason why you have that mascara on your other lashes is because it gives it something to hold. It kind of helps hold them up. When I was going through chemo and I didn't have any lashes, it was really hard wearing lashes because they kept drooping. There wasn't anything for them to sit on. And I usually use about 4 clusters per eye. Okay, so it's just kind of building. Sometimes it's 5, but it just depends on how close do I put them together. I like this particular style, Nova, because the lashes are different lengths, and you have kind of I need some more glue on that. You kind of have more of a spiky look than just a straight across band of lash hairs that are all the same height. I like to have them a little more sparse like that. Okay, so I didn't come all the way in. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a lash there or not. You want to make sure they match on both sides, and these don't. So I'm going to put on, because I use these over and over again, can you see how this is kind of split away? I still use it, and that's just for manhandling it and taking off the glue and all that stuff. But if I feel like I have something that's a band that's a little wider, I'll put it closer toward the inside, then I don't have to put another lash strip or a lash cluster on there because that little piece has already come to the center. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's all I have for liners. It's basically pulling your eyes up and out this way. If you don't want to wear lashes, that's totally cool. It's the same concept. You just have to gauge how far out you want your wing to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.